I didn't know
Okay.
until my daughter explained to me what a situationship even was. I
What,
never
you
even
didn't know
heard it.
it?
I never even heard of it.
Oh,
Well,
it's definitely used a lot.
I spent so much of my adulthood being married. I didn't know that there was such a thing.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Adulthood as a Project, the show where two sisters discuss the lessons learned and growth earned through the realities of life.
I'm Casey, and this is my sister Charlie, and we're your hosts. For the next few weeks, we're going to be digging into dating. This is our first 3-part series, okay? So,
We're excited for it.
yeah. So, dating. It's not going to be rom-com or anything like that. It's not, the hot take internet version. It's real life, sometimes confusing, sometimes funny, sometimes exhausting. It's the real deal that we're talking about here. So we're talking about situationships, standards, effort, distance, and what dating actually looks like when you're trying to be intentional without losing your mind. Let's get started.
Woo! This is going to be fun.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited for our first series.
Me too. Absolutely.
Oh, man. And just anybody that's watching, you see that we're in a new spot today.
Oh, yeah, we are in a new spot.
Well, also,
I was like, look at our shirts.
look at our shirts.
We can hit the new spot and go back to shirts.
Yes, new spot. We're in a hotel tonight.
Yes.
Just
We are freshly showered too.
we are. It's been a long few days at the RV park with no water.
Yeah. So
We couldn't take it anymore.
So we're clean. So fresh and so clean.
Yes. A big shout out to Sunny Boy.
Yes, for hooking us up. So yeah. So we are in a new spot for tonight, but the show doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
The show must go on.
It must.
So we brought everything along, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then our shirts.
And our shirts. What?
Find it good. For those of you that don't know, so we are a brand ambassador, and we're all about them. They're all about just finding the good in any given day.
Yes.
And trying to focus on that. Their link is in our show notes, so feel free to go down there and look. You get a little discount code if you use our discount code that's in the show notes as well. So if you're interested in it, it's a cool little company. They got a good message that we believe in.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Quiz time.
Woo, here we go. Scared about a dating quiz.
I feel like, okay, so this one isn't too big of a deal. Like, I don't know. This one I feel like is super easy.
Okay.
And it's because I knew what we were already talking about today, obviously. So today, our whole thing is basically kind of like a situationship versus intentional dating. And I'm going to go ahead and explain real quick because I didn't know until my daughter explained to me what a situationship even was.
Oh.
I never even heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was something I didn't even know it was a word, to be honest.
It is. I mean, I think it's a newer one over the last few years, but it's definitely used a lot.
I spent so much of my adulthood being married. I didn't know that there was such a thing.
Yeah.
And so I found out that, a situationship is when you're with someone, but not with someone, and you won't put a label on it, and I had no idea.
It's almost like to me, in a way, it's just the newer friends with benefits.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, you're friends, you do stuff together, but there's no...
Yeah.
Like you said, there's no label on it, no...
Yeah. So I didn't even know
behind it.
That was a word.
Yeah.
Brand new
It is definitely a word.
Yeah.
I did know it.
So
been there a time or two, so...
So, yeah, my quiz is just like... Situationship or relationship?
Oh, okay. I like it.
Because I think some people don't know that they're even in one.
I think that is true, too.
Yeah.
Which we're going to dive into a little bit, because, yeah.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one. They flirt like it's their full-time job, but never actually ask you out.
Situationship.
All right. You only hear from them when they're bored, lonely, or feeling bold.
Situationship.
All right. They plan a date that doesn't end at their place.
Relationship.
Yeah.
Knocking these out of the park.
You're nailing it today. You've got chemistry for days, but zero clarity.
Situationship.
Yes. They tell you they're into you and then back it up with actions.
Relationship.
Yeah. That was a 5 for 5 right there.
I mean, I'll be honest, it was kind of easy because I have found myself in a handful of situationships over the
Really?
years. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So I found out about the word after I first got divorced
Okay.
and got into a bit of a situationship, and I didn't understand what was happening.
Oh.
And my daughter explains to me, she's like, "Mom, you're in a situationship." I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
What is this?"
What have I done?
I got out of that.
I could be totally wrong. My belief on it is a lot of times, now I am obviously speaking from the female's perspective and from a lot more female friends having these conversations with me than some of my male friends.
Okay.
I think that more women find themselves in the situationship because they hold out this hope that the guy's gonna change his feelings as time goes on.
Oh.
That's how I ended up in that
Okay.
a couple times, honestly, is I thought, oh, we're just hanging out casually. Once he realizes how cool I am.
Which makes sense because you're cool.
Thank you.
And also, I mean, I'm sorry, but a guy should be so lucky that you're interested in him.
Well, thank
That's
you.
what I think.
Yes. I mean, I now think that.
Yeah. I remember telling you that at one
Yeah.
point, being like, why is this? I don't even understand. Why is this guy being like that? You
I know.
should be so lucky that you even want to talk to him.
I know. And it was, again, like, I have to, like, take my own blame in that.
Yeah.
Because there was a part I played in it of, even though I knew what I was looking for, I don't want to say I didn't have enough self-respect. I don't know how else to call it out other than I just didn't have enough respect for my own feelings at the time. That I really was like, oh, he'll come around possibly.
Right.
And I'd let it go on a little longer than it should have.
Yeah. Well, and you know, like I said, like I spent most of my adulthood in marriages.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, say even like in my 20s, when it was friends with benefits, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I was the one that made those calls. I was the one that was like, hey, by the way, this is going nowhere. And some of the guys that I said that to, I think held out a little hope that it was going to go somewhere.
And I was going to say, I don't want to say only women get into this because I do know men who have.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, for me, I've heard more of my female friends get into it than the males. But yet, same thing, though, where the guy probably hoped you'd change your mind.
Maybe.
After a while, not realizing how set you were on whatever that case might be at the time.
Yeah.
So, and as you were saying, right, it's like unclear intentions. It's inconsistent effort.
Yeah.
So
then at the same time, though, I would go back to, say, my 20s and say, I wasn't ever unclear about my intentions. I was always very clear about, this isn't going to be a thing. And I think that's why I got confused when later in my 40s.
Because you were being clear and the guy didn't.
I thought I was being clear.
Fair.
I don't know. Everything was weird.
It's a blurry line.
Blurry.
I mean, and I don't know if we need to kind of put the intentional part out there or not, but
Yeah.
intentionally, like, you're staying exactly like what I'm looking for. You are
Yes.
dating someone and you're, having communication on a regular basis.
Yes.
There's, some kind of a direction that you're both interested in that relationship going.
Right.
And I had a friend, my last situationship was very much a friendship situation. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, because other people's, respect other people. It was very clear from the get-go, like, this is not going to be anything.
Right.
We get along. We have a great friendship. We have a lot of fun in the bedroom. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
As in, we both wanted some of the same stuff, but we knew just in general where life was headed for both of us wasn't going to be the same.
Gotcha.
I like to travel. This person doesn't like to go anywhere.
Sure.
Kind of little things like that. And we knew that. Still didn't help that as things were hanging out and we were hanging out, I started catching feelings because,
That's rough.
you're being with that person, you're spending time with them, you're doing things with them. And that happened. And later on, fast forward like a year or so after all this had stopped. And he had said, am I incorrect in what I'm doing? Like, you have been there with me. We've discussed it, all this. And I said, honestly, I'm like, your actions don't match words. So you say, I don't want to be in something.
Right.
But your actions are completely different of, come over, I'll cook dinner, or come over, we'll grab a bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go hang out at this bar together. So, that can be confusing too.
It can be. Like when you're saying, I don't want anything.
Mm-hmm. But then your actions
you're planning dates and whatever. A little weird.
I wouldn't have necessarily called it weird on a date.
Okay.
But it would,
Well, you're putting in a little more effort than just being like, hey, let's.
Want a bone?
Right.
Right. And so there is, I think that's how those fine lines get put in there.
Yeah. And I think, with intentional dating, I think it's important to say that doesn't necessarily mean you guys are headed towards marriage immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
It just means you're both looking for something beyond just a hookup. I think. And I would say, the situationships are nice if you don't know what you're looking. And the crazy thing for me is, like, I've known what I was looking for.
Okay.
Right. I've known for a long time, like, I wanted something serious. I would like a partner, someone to do things with, someone to hang out with, someone to talk to, and share stuff with. And I've known that, and I still allowed myself to get into situationships.
Oh.
Even with knowing all that. And like I said, I don't know if it was all necessarily a lack of respect or sometimes just...
Sometimes you're just horny.
Yeah. And you don't want to seem like you're desperate. So you're like,
right.
No, it's cool. We can just hang.
Yeah.
I'm chill.
Oh,
Until, eventually, because it does. You start off with, it's... If you start it for the situationship side of it, there's you don't feel pressure about anything.
Yeah.
You truly don't. You're just like, oh.
We're just hanging out.
Mm-hmm, we're just hanging out. We can do whatever. I've felt like I'm too much. Like no one would want to handle all of me.
Oh.
So then you kind of all back off or something.
Yeah.
Or 100% honesty in what we do, but sometimes I was just lonely.
Yeah.
So that once every 2-week hangout was enough to make me not feel lonely.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of saying, I know I want more than this,
you just kept going with it.
Yeah.
Because you kind of get in this, it's kind of a comfort zone area, maybe.
Yeah, I would say.
And you don't want to be the person that's all, oh, I'm starting to get feelings, so maybe we should stop this.
Yes, because then you don't want to be the weirdo that got feelings.
Right.
When you both said you weren't going to.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's...
Nobody wants to be that person.
No. It is so easy to get into them. That's why I'm surprised you had never heard of it. Even though I know, like you said, it's not like you were married a lot of your adult life.
I was.
So I'm like, how's she never been into that before? I'm thinking, well, I guess when would she have had to? Whereas I've been single so much of my adult life.
Right.
That I found myself in, again, a lot of them back in the day, we were called friends with benefits, but then they've upped the game to situationship, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been in those.
Yeah. I thought it was just a silly phrase that the kids were using these days.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of is, but it has a good point to it.
It does.
And it's because you're almost in a relationship, but it's more of a situation.
Yeah.
Because the other person's not as committed. Or maybe you're not the one that's committed.
Could be.
I mean, that could be the case too, because what if you are really just wanting to hang out?
Right.
And not actually take it further. So.
And I think sometimes, like what you were saying though, is especially if it's somebody that you guys are hanging out and you are talking and things like that, it kind of gives you the illusion of the fact that you're starting to make a connection.
Yeah.
That you have somebody that you can talk to.
Yeah. And then you start opening up.
Right. And instead of that turning into a relationship, you're still sitting there saying, well, what the hell is this? What are we doing?
Right. And
because
why am I
hang
still
out every Friday night, and yet at the same time, it's not like we're going out on dates. It's not like you're introducing me to your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your family probably doesn't even know about me.
Right. And then you start saying, what am I doing?
What am I doing?
And so that, it's funny you say that because you think you start it just, there's no pressure and it feels comfortable in the beginning. But if you're someone who does want to intentionally date,
yeah,
the cost of staying in that situationship when it's clearly not going somewhere is you really do start like doubting your own self.
Yeah.
Like say, like I said, I ended up in them based on maybe a lack of respect for myself. Let me tell you, it gets worse if you start realizing you're staying in it and not getting anything you actually needed from it. And then you start, for me, I would get frustrated with myself. I'm like, you know better. You deserve better.
Yeah.
For what you're looking for, not because that person was treating me like shit.
It's because you were treating yourself that way.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think you can, almost probably give yourself some anxiety over it. Because the whole time you're thinking, what is going on? Oh, maybe we are becoming something. Oh, no, maybe we aren't. Oh, I don't even know if I want to talk to him about it or not. Because now I'm going to be the weirdo that's like, I think I'm in love with you because you've been having this connection.
Yeah, it's emotionally draining, right? I mean, honestly, because, and like you say, you get that anxiety of, what's wrong with me if they don't want to commit to me?
Right.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And man, I'll tell you, I'm in a new relationship now.
Right.
And the difference in what that looks like compared to what I've done in the past is, it's like mind blowing to me.
Right.
To have someone so intentionally saying they want to spend time with me. They understand what I want to do. They understand where like my life is headed and all those things.
Yeah.
It shocks me that I ever settled for something less than that now.
Right.
That I'm like, why was something less than this ever okay for me?
Why?
When those people made it clear they weren't looking for anything.
And you have been for a while.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And I knew I wanted something more.
Mm-hmm.
So to find that when that's reciprocated,
yes,
it's a game changer.
Yes.
Honestly.
I would say I've never been like much of a casual dater.
Yeah, you're not, really.
I'm not. I mean, except for I did go through that little phase in my 20s where I knew I wasn't prepared for anything past I'll see you on Friday night.
That's a little fun.
But other than that, like I'm not a casual dater. I'm very much if you want to be in this, then be in this. Or don't. I don't know.
So then you would have, say you'd been in a situation where you thought, like, y'all do dating. If that person wasn't showing that interest, you would have just walked away.
Yeah, I would have just, I feel like I
thought you probably would have too.
I'm like, well, okay. That's not what I want to do, so I'm cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah.
And I think, in looking back and finding myself in so many of them, it's when you said I'm not a casual dater, I always have said that about myself. I don't know how to casually date someone. Like, if I go on 2-3 dates with you, I'm under the impression we're dating each other.
Right.
No one else. And that we're
Yeah.
actually trying to make it move somewhere. And again, not like I said, not marriage right off the bat. Good
Oh
Lord.
God, no.
Who the hell's looking for that?
Nobody
anymore?
needs that. Nobody needs that.
You know, it's not. I'm not combining bank accounts and shit.
No. I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear.
Yes.
You're seeing me. You're only seeing me. We are going to be in constant communication with each other.
Yes.
We have an idea that we have some similar goals in our future. And we want to see where we get together.
Yes.
Right? Like, I want to encourage you. You want to encourage me.
Like, build dreams about having a companionship.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, everyone's idea of that can look different.
Very
right. Like,
yes.
My idea of, well, you and I are prime examples. Like, what I look for in a relationship and what you look for are two totally different things.
Right.
I think the core connections are still there, though. The connection, the having someone to talk to, having someone be a part of your life, like, those are still there.
Right.
But what is okay for you and me are two totally different things.
Right.
And that's okay, right? Like, finding, like, what does or doesn't work for you. And then finding another person who agrees with that stuff.
Yes.
And as I said, like, I guess you kind of can't get there without doing some casual dating. Because you have to go on a few dates with someone to see if it's going to...
If you want to...
Right, continue it.
Right.
If you're like... I mean, you could go on a few dates and be like, this person's a loser. Like, I don't want to go on more dates.
I don't want to do this again.
I can't stand how they chew on the first date.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Or, like, we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
That'd be
Conversation's
weird.
flat.
Yeah.
You don't get along. So you're like, oh, that's fine. Thanks for taking me out or whatever. Good time. No need for that to continue. And I think that's how those situationships come about is they start with a friendship you already had somewhere along the way. Or someone you may have met somewhere that you're like, oh, we kind of got along. Cool. Let's go hang out a few times.
Yeah.
And you start it as a hangout instead of a date.
Right.
And boom, the stage is set.
Stage is set.
And from there, like I said, depending on what that person's looking for and what you're willing to settle for.
Right. And I think that's the other thing, too, though, is when you decide to start looking for clarity, you got to remember it's not a saying either we're this or, I don't know. You've seen those things where people, like, put it down as an ultimatum.
Yes.
Like, oh, either we get married tomorrow or we're done. Well, that's stupid.
I've always wondered about what is that damn show I watched? Oh,
Ultimatum.
It's called The Ultimatum. I'm like, wait a second, it's called The Ultimatum. And I thought, obviously I know it's a reality show, so it's like fake.
Yeah.
But there is a certain level of, why the F would I ever go on that?
Oh, I know.
If I have to drag you down and give you an ultimatum to marry me,
Ew.
why do I want to be with you?
Definitely not.
I do not think so. But it's not saying, oh, this is an ultimatum to clarify what we're doing. It's really just that you're both being adults about it and saying, hey, are we both moving forward with this or not moving forward?
Right.
Like, are you enjoying this as much as I am?
Yes.
Not really vice versa. Yeah, like vice versa. Like, are you enjoying it? Am I enjoying it? Do we want to keep moving forward with another date?
Right.
Do we want to keep seeing where this goes?
Because say you go on a date, like in that first date, you're kind of like, maybe I could do a second date.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the second date, I think it's okay to say either, yeah, we can see each other again, or, yeah, that's a solid no.
And a lot of times, I mean, for me, because if you are going on that second date, it's usually about ready to lead to the third date anyway, which at that point is like, okay, if I'm going on 3 dates with you, this got to be going somewhere.
I would think.
I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anyone I've been on 1 date with. I'm sure there was someone along the way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like one random date.
Yeah, somewhere along the way that one random date went awry. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely by that third date, though, I'm thinking you aren't seeing anybody else.
Yeah.
And I would have that, hey, I'm not seeing anybody else. Are you?
Right, and then you don't want to feel like that weirdo. But I think if you're with the right person, it's not gonna be.
Right.
In saying, hey, I need some clarification, it's not you being too much.
Yeah.
Or being needy. to
Right.
need that clarification. Like, that's not needy. That's just saying, I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Exactly.
And the truth is, if that person isn't, that's okay too.
It's absolutely okay.
I'd rather know now than wasting 3-4 months.
Oh, yeah. Nobody wants to waste your time.
No. Well, and what's that saying? The more time you're with the wrong one, the harder it is for you to find the right one.
Yeah.
Because you're with the wrong one, or the right one can't find you, or something like that.
I don't know the
But-
saying. But
There's something kind of like that, though.
like, it makes sense what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Because if I'm with someone,
I'm not looking.
exactly. And if someone else is trying to hit on me, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of seeing someone.
Right.
So I'm turning them down.
Yeah.
And it could be someone that actually does want to do something.
Could be.
I saw a thing on like a reel or something the other day that was, you could be with the wrong person for 10 years and barely make a dent into anything and get like no commitment out of them. And you could find the right one within a month,
Yeah.
because they were saying, I mean, the idea was, it's not always about time, but I think a lot of it could be about being intentional and talking and being clear about where you're trying to go.
I think that is the key to making sure you don't get into a situationship if you don't want to be in one.
Right.
It's just that clear communication, just saying, hey, here's where I'm at. Are you at the same spot? If not, cool. Like, this is a no pressure situation here.
Yeah, because we're still a few first dates into it.
Yeah.
We're not going all
We're not trying to get crazy.
right. And then you have to decide for yourself like what your answers are
You do.
about what's okay for you, what's not okay.
Yeah.
Right. Of if this person can only, I mean, not a guy I was dating, like officially we were saying we were dating. And in 3 months, I think he'd spent the night at my house about 3 times.
Okay.
That didn't go far after a while. Fast forward like a year, I end up in one of my situationships with someone I'm not even dating. And within a month, I've spent more nights at that guy's house than that other guy I was officially dating had ever spent at mine.
Yeah.
So even that is one of those, you got to know what your
What's your boundary?
yeah, because at first, with that other guy, with the guy that I was dating, I was willing to just kind of keep, he kept saying, I want to take this slow. And I don't mind taking it slow. It was new concept to me, right? Of not just jumping in and,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? I'll just move to Washington, or hey, you want to get married? It's cool, so taking it slow. I don't know what this looks like. So I would, at first I was, oh, this is good. This is good. And after a couple months, I kept thinking, I want more already.
Yeah.
I don't need to have a house every damn day. That's a bit much. I'm used to my alone time,
Yeah.
but I want more than every few weeks.
You know what's funny is I can remember, though, when we were just about time and stuff. I was thinking, I remember in my early 20s, I had been with Jaybird for, I think we'd been together 3 years before we got married. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think so. But I remember being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it took him 3 years to propose. I don't think it took 3 years to propose. 2.5, maybe. But I remember just thinking, oh my God, like, why is he waiting so long? Fast forward. But I think, with him and with Jaybird and I can remember just within the first couple weeks of dating, we were already like, oh, we'll get married.
Like, this is going to go somewhere.
This is going somewhere. Yeah. And I thought, well, why haven't you asked yet, dumbass? Anyways, fast forward now, and, Big J and I have been together 3.5 years. And people now are kind of like, oh, you guys aren't even talking about marriage? I'm like, no. Neither one of us are in any kind of hurry for that. It's just not where we're at. And we're both okay with that. We had that discussion where we both know we're not trying to be on the fast track to get
do
married
something
quick.
Yeah.
So
I think some of that too might change with age. Like when you're
I think
younger,
it could.
you're thinking about the whole, building a family, having kids, like doing that kind of thing.
Right.
And I think sometimes that's on your mind a little bit more.
maybe.
or you get friends about that, you know, late 20s, early 30s, they're getting married, you're seeing everyone else doing it, and you feel a little more pressure. As you get older, I mean, based on like our situation, I am in no rush to do that. And that is not an end goal in a relationship to me anymore.
Yeah,
When it was in my 20s.
Right, it wasn't in my 20s.
And in my 30s.
Right.
Now, that's not my end goal. Like,
Right.
my relationship of what I want it to look like has totally changed us.
I know. I'm always just like, you know, my end goal is just, I'm with somebody who's committed to me and understands that we are working towards goals. Some of them are together goals, some of them are different goals.
Yeah.
And we can ebb and flow with each other.
And have that companionship to talk through and encourage each other through them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I totally am with you on that. So I'd say, like, if you're in, you know, that situationship, or if you find yourself one, there's nothing wrong with it, you know?
Yeah, I think it can be confusing, though. I know. Well, so the one time I found myself in one, guys, and I didn't know what was going on, I'll tell you what, this guy had come over to help with something he needed help with. And before I knew it, it was like he was living in my house. Like, he's like, oh, I'll just come over after work unless you're tired of me. And I'm like, midnight, come over, it's cool. Like, morning? But then I'm like, I don't know, it's like he's here, but I don't know what we're doing. Because then sometimes he'd be like, oh, I'm not coming over after work. I'm like, what?
So, like, you'd get used to it.
Right.
And then he's you're like, I thought we were in this thing now.
Like, I don't understand what's going on. So, it was a really weird deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen a lot of stuff about, especially for women who have already been married and divorced and now trying to date, that they don't always know how to date either.
No.
Because they're used to being a wife.
Very used to
With
it.
the whole cooking or cleaning or
Yeah.
organizing people and stuff like that. So that's another part of it we're not even really discussing in this 3-part episode, but it's something to think about.
It is.
You know, when you do start dating and you set those boundaries up for yourself. And you just say, like, you know, what doesn't work for you.
Right.
So I would go ahead and go, you know, lesson learned, growth earned. It is completely up to you to decide what you're comfortable with. And just be honest with yourself so that you don't end up in a position that you don't want to be in. So if you want to do the situationship, go ahead. Absolutely do it. If you're having fun with it and it's not bothering you, go have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
If you decide you want the intentional dating, then the next question you might want to start asking yourself is, what should that look like for me in a day-to-day?
Yes. And also, I would say, don't waste somebody's time.
Yes, absolutely.
Just have that honest communication.
Yes.
Next week, we're going to be talking about dating etiquette for women. Okay?
Yeah.
Not rules, not pressure, but standards, effort, and why some things actually do matter. Thanks for listening. Until next time, go out there and be your favorite self.
And if you're enjoying what you hear, make sure to leave us a review, you guys. We love hearing from you. And make sure to like and subscribe on your favorite listening platform to catch all our future episodes.